So, I've got my cardigan on, which obviously means it's time to talk about Taylor Swift because the internet cannot stop spiraling over what seems to be a full-on lyrical call-out aimed at CHARLI XCX in Taylor's brand new album. And let me tell you, the theories, the receipts, and the reactions are completely out of control right now. When this album first dropped, I was convinced that we were about to get a bunch of subtle digs toward Blake Lively, because fans had been whispering that songs like Cancelled might have been about her, especially after some of those cryptic pre-release posts that had people thinking Taylor was maybe shading her inner circle again. But after the album came out and everyone started listening closely, it didn't feel like it was about Blake at all. Instead, all the arrows started pointing toward CHARLI XCX, and suddenly we were in a full-on pop culture detective hunt trying to connect every lyric, every date, and every moment between these two artists. And if you're like, wait, what beef could Taylor Swift and CHARLI XCX possibly have? Buckle up. Because while neither of them has ever publicly confirmed any tension, fans have been connecting the dots for years. And it's honestly kind of fascinating how much this drama has evolved from what seemed like such a small comment way back in the day. So here's where it starts. CHARLI XCX actually opened for Taylor during part of her Reputation Stadium tour, which should have been a huge moment, right? Like, that's the dream. Millions of fans, global exposure, and a cosign from one of the biggest pop stars alive. But after the tour, CHARLI did an interview where she made a comment that turned into a headline storm. She said that performing as Taylor's opener sometimes felt like she was waving to 5-year-olds, which on paper doesn't sound terrible, but Swifties definitely didn't take it well. It came across as if she was mocking Taylor's fanbase, even though CHARLI later clarified that she didn't mean it as an insult. She was just trying to explain that their audiences are really different and that she felt a bit out of place performing songs like Vroom Vroom to a crowd of parents and kids. She even said she was grateful for the opportunity, but that one sentence got blown up everywhere. And once Swifties have something to chew on, it never really goes away. Fast forward to 2024, and CHARLI releases her critically acclaimed album Brat, a neon green, club-ready, brutally honest project that had everyone talking. But then came the song Sympathy is a Knife, and that's where things got spicy. The lyrics talk about jealousy, insecurity, and this feeling of comparison with another woman who's always in the spotlight. CHARLI sings about not wanting to see someone backstage at her boyfriend's show, and of course, that detail lit the internet on fire because her now husband, George Daniel, is a member of the 1975. And who did Taylor famously have a short-lived, super public situationship with? Maddie Healy, also from the 1975. So fans immediately went, hold on, this can't just be a coincidence. The lines like, I hope they break up quick and I don't want to see her backstage at my boyfriend's show started to sound way too specific. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. Maybe this wasn't just about insecurity in general, maybe it was about Taylor herself. And as if that wasn't enough to get the fan bases clashing, around the same time Brat was climbing the charts in the UK, Taylor's team decided to push a surprise physical release of The Tortured Poets Department. The same week, CHARLI was projected to hit #1. Fans immediately labeled it as chart blocking, with people speculating that it was a deliberate move to keep Brat from topping the charts. There's no proof of that, obviously, but the timing was suspicious enough for X to explode with theories. Suddenly, everyone was saying that there was low-key tension between Taylor's camp and CHARLI's. Some people defended Taylor, saying she doesn't even care about chart positions anymore, while others said, let's be real, she absolutely notices everything. Then things took a darker turn. During one of CHARLI's shows, a group of fans in the audience started chanting, "Taylor is dead" in Portuguese, which is obviously disgusting and not okay at all. CHARLI immediately stopped the chant mid-performance and told the crowd that that kind of energy is not welcome at her shows. Later, she posted on Instagram saying, "Can the people who do this please stop, both online and in person? It's the opposite of what I want, and it disturbs me." And you could tell she meant it. She wanted no part of that mess. She even made it clear that her shows are supposed to be a safe space, not some arena for hate, and honestly, good for her for shutting it down so quickly. So that should have been the end of it, right? Nope. Because now Taylor drops her new album Life of a Showgirl, and suddenly there's a song called Actually Romantic. Before the album even came out, one of the lyrics leaked online. "I heard you call me boring Barbie when that got you brave. The internet exploded." fans started saying, wait a second, Charlie's whole aesthetic right now is kind of Barbie-coded, and Taylor using the phrase boring Barbie feels way too pointed to be random. Not to mention, Charlie has a track called Everything is Romantic, and Taylor's song being called Actually Romantic immediately felt like a wink or maybe a jab at her. Then people noticed another layer. Maddie Healy's current fiancé, Gabriette, commented on an Instagram post from comedian Veronica Is Cool, who made a parody about what Taylor's next album might sound like. Gabriette commented, "Babe, record Actually Romantic, please," which seemed way too specific and led fans to think that maybe she knew something about the song before it even dropped. Then Taylor releases the song, and the lyrics send fans into a frenzy. She sings, "High-fived my ex. Then you said you're glad he ghosted me. Wrote me a song saying it makes you sick to see my face." Some people might be offended, but it's actually sweet all the time you spend on me. It's honestly wild. All the effort you've put in, it's actually romantic. No man has ever loved me like you do. Like, come on. That's not subtle. Fans immediately tied it back to Sympathy is a Knife, saying this was Taylor's direct response. The lyrics about being glad he ghosted me seem to reference her split with Maddie Healy and the idea that someone else, aka Charlie, might have been celebrating that breakup behind the scenes. And then the part where she calls the obsession actually romantic? That's just peak Taylor taking a dig and turning it into wordplay. Then there's the bridge, where she sings, "How many times has your boyfriend said, 'Why are we always talking about her?' which sounds like an absolute mic drop moment. Fans joked that Taylor wrote an entire dissertation just to say, "You're obsessed with me," and honestly, that's kind of hilarious. The internet, of course, went wild. People were tweeting things like, "Taylor is the funniest woman alive. She was literally dancing to Charlie's 360 performance at the Grammys while writing a whole song about her." And others were saying, "Yesterday it was Nicki and Cardi, today it's Taylor and Charlie." The fandoms are completely split. Some are convinced this is real shade. Others think it's just fan imagination, and a few people are living for the drama regardless. One fan wrote, "We're in our pop culture golden age 2 hyperpop queens feuding through metaphors and metaphysical poetry." And honestly, that's kind of true. This era of pop girls turning subtle tension into layered art is unbeatable. But despite all the theories and all the chaos, neither Taylor nor Charlie has said a word publicly. No interviews, no tweets, nothing. And that silence just keeps making people more obsessed. Some fans are even joking that Taylor and Charlie are secretly in on it together, like this is one big marketing strategy designed to boost both of their albums. And it's kind of working, because Actually Romantic and Sympathy is a Knife are both trending again. Others are holding out hope that one day they'll squash whatever this is or isn't and actually collaborate. Because imagine the chaos if they dropped a remix together. At the end of the day, whether this is real shade or just overanalyzed lyrics, one thing's for sure. Both Taylor and Charlie know how to make people feel something. And they know exactly how to keep their names in the conversation. This whole saga has the internet analyzing every lyric, every interview, and every look like it's the Zapruder film of pop music. Fans are reading essays, writing dissertations, and posting side-by-side lyric comparisons, trying to prove that Taylor's calling Charlie out line by line. And honestly, it's kind of genius. Because in 2025, pop music isn't just about the songs anymore, it's about the lore. And when it comes to lore, Taylor Swift and CHARLI XCX are at the top of their game. So whether they're rivals, reflections, or just two artists caught in the fandom machine, one thing's certain. They've given us one of the most entertaining internet moments of the year, and we'll all be talking about this drama for a long, long time.
Okay, just finished the album. Holy shit. Literally, nothing was what I expected. The Life of a Showgirl, everything I thought was gonna happen was turned on its head, with the exception of Wood. I thought that one would be horny, and it in fact was. Absolutely loved it and listened to it about 15 more times.
Y'all never let albums marinate. I swear. Once I listened to The Life of a Showgirl, I was like, I'm going to bed now. Because what I'm not going to do is go in the comment sections and be like, oh, it's horrible. I absolutely hate it. Worst album on the planet. Y'all gotta go to bed. Like, I swear people did this for Tortured Poets.
Okay, so personally, right now, off the top of my head, the very first song I listened to from the album ended up being my favorite. Like, the second it started playing, I knew it was the one I was gonna keep coming back to. The Fate of Alia just completely hooked me, the production, the lyrics, the whole energy of it. It's the one that stuck with me the most, and honestly, I couldn't stop replaying it. Hi guys! I'm literally editing right now and had to jump back in to give a quick update because Wood has officially joined the list of favorites for me. It's just so good. I've been watching this interview where Taylor Swift is sitting down with BBC Radio 1, and they're talking about how this whole album is so upbeat and how she's in such a happy, bright era right now. You can tell she's really in love, she's confident, and she's just having fun with her music again. The songs definitely reflect that they're romantic, they're playful, but there's also a little edge in there. She even mentioned that not every track is all sunshine and love songs, which of course made everyone's ears perk up because, like, we all know what that means. She didn't come right out and say, yeah, I wrote a song about Charlie, but you can definitely feel that there's some subtle shade sprinkled in there somewhere. It's like she's saying, I'm happy, I'm thriving, but don't get it twisted, I still see what's going on. And that's what makes this album so fun to listen to. It's got that lighthearted, in-love energy, but she's still got that little bite that reminds you she's still Taylor Swift, sharp, clever, and not afraid to slip a little message into a melody.
The album reflects your mood, which is, I think you're probably feeling quite giddy.
Yeah.
I think you're feeling bright and happy and sweary, which I really liked in some of the tracks on the album.
Yeah.
It's big, happy pop.
Yeah.
And you're in love.
Yeah.
You are. It's kind of gross.
No, it's not.
It's sickeningly.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
It's lovely.
I don't know what you heard. It's not that kind of album.
No, but it's lovely and bright and happy. But it's
also got teeth to it.
It absolutely has.
So like I'm proud of that too, because it's a full picture of like the full life experience, which for me is like there's always some element of drama that someone is forcing into my consciousness, which is fun to write about too.
I just got done listening to The Life of a Showgirl for the first time, and it was low-key. It wasn't that good. I'm sorry, it was not that. It wasn't like horrible. Like, I'll definitely revisit it. I definitely have to listen to it again. But what were they doing in that studio? What was going on? Especially Honey. That song was really bad. I'm sorry.
I just got done listening to Taylor Swift's new album. Okay, I don't want to get dragged by a second blonde lady stans. Here's my first thoughts. She is in love with that man. She is in love with that man. Like, y'all be like, it's PR. No. That's her man. This is like Reputation's younger sister. Okay, that's not as pretty as her older sister. No shade. Better than the last album, personally. I low-key think it's better than Midnight's as well. Like, if we're going Midnight's, the first, like, album, not the deluxe, just the regular Midnight's, I think this is better. I low-key don't think we're gonna get an album from her in a while. Like, something about this feels like, okay, y'all leave me the right now. Okay? I just wanted more energy.
I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this.
If
you guys have heard the album, if you're listening to it, your reactions, let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.
I want to hear all your thoughts, so make sure to drop them down in the comments because I love reading what you guys have to say. You always catch details I miss, and I swear the theories in this fandom are unmatched. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.